Hi, this is Rachel Israel with STEM News and Global World Report. We have breaking news that will have a huge impact on the global scene in the very near future. Let's take a look at what's going on around the world.
A tumultuous start. Trump's first 100 days. Donald Trump entered the White House in 2025, promising sweeping change. He vowed to upend the Washington establishment. His first 100 days were marked by bold executive actions. These actions targeted immigration, environmental policy, and healthcare. However, Trump's early presidency faced significant pushback from the judiciary. Federal judges across the country blocked several of his key initiatives. This set the stage for a protracted battle between the executive and judicial branches. The outcome of this battle would shape the future of Trump's presidency. Trump's supporters argued that he had a mandate for change. They saw the judicial interventions as an attempt to thwart the will of the people. Critics, on the other hand, praised the courts for acting as a check on executive power. They argued that Trump's actions were often unconstitutional and harmful. The first 100 days of Trump's presidency were a turbulent period. These days were characterized by both significant political upheaval and legal challenges. The battles that played out during this time set the tone for the remainder of Trump's presidency. It became clear that the courts would play a crucial role in determining the fate of his agenda. Immigration battlefield. The fight over birthright citizenship and travel bans. Immigration was a cornerstone of Trump's campaign and his early presidency. He made no secret of his desire to drastically reduce both legal and illegal immigration. One of his most controversial moves was an executive order that sought to end birthright citizenship. This policy, which grants citizenship to anyone born on U.S. soil, is enshrined in the 14th Amendment. Trump's order argued for a narrower interpretation of the amendment. He claimed it was never intended to apply to the children of undocumented immigrants. This executive order, along with several others targeting immigration, was immediately met with legal challenges. Civil rights groups and several states filed lawsuits. They argued that the president did not have the authority to unilaterally change birthright citizenship. Federal judges agreed. Two separate judges issued rulings blocking the order from taking effect. They cited the clear language of the 14th Amendment. The judges argued that any changes to birthright citizenship would have to come from Congress, not the White House. The legal battles over Trump's immigration policies were fierce and far-reaching. They touched on fundamental questions about presidential power, the interpretation of the Constitution, and the rights of immigrants. Environmental pushback. Judges halt Trump's rollbacks. In addition to his immigration policies, Trump also faced significant legal challenges to his environmental agenda. A self-proclaimed climate change skeptic, Trump had campaigned on a promise to dismantle what he saw as burdensome environmental regulations. He argued that these regulations were stifling economic growth. Within his first 100 days, Trump signed a number of executive orders aimed at rolling back environmental protections. These included orders weakening the Clean Power Plan, which was designed to reduce carbon emissions from power plants, and easing restrictions on oil and gas drilling. Environmental groups in several states immediately filed lawsuits challenging these rollbacks. They argued that the Trump administration had failed to follow proper procedures in issuing the orders. They also claimed that the rollbacks would have devastating consequences for the environment and public health. Federal judges once again sided with the challengers. They issued injunctions blocking several of Trump's environmental orders from taking effect. The judges found that the administration had not adequately considered the scientific evidence regarding climate change or the potential harm to the environment. These rulings marked a significant setback for Trump's environmental agenda. They also highlighted the growing role of the courts in scrutinizing and potentially overturning the actions of the executive branch. Section 4. Healthcare in Limbo. Challenges to dismantling the Affordable Care Act.
Join me as I dive into the chaos of Trump's first 100 days in office and see if I can piece together what really went down after all those judges blocked his plans. Donald Trump's first 100 days in office were supposed to be a whirlwind of activity, a blitz of executive orders, and a flurry of policy changes that would set the tone for his presidency. But it didn't quite pan out that way, did it? The courts had other plans, and before long, many of Trump's most ambitious initiatives were stuck in legal limbo. The president's plans to ban travel from several majority Muslim countries, his attempts to repeal and replace Obamacare, and even his efforts to build that famous border wall all faced legal challenges that slowed or stopped them dead in their tracks. One of the most notable was the injunction against the travel ban, which was blocked by Judge James Robart in Washington state. Then there was the ruling by Judge Derek Watson in Hawaii, who halted the revised travel ban just hours before it was set to take effect. And let's not forget the decision by Judge William Orrick in California, who blocked Trump's attempt to withhold federal funds from so-called sanctuary cities. These judges, along with many others, played a crucial role in shaping the contours of Trump's presidency, often in ways that the president himself did not intend. They forced the administration to rework its policies, to revise its language, and to rethink its strategy. And through it all, the courts were the ultimate arbiter of what was and was not acceptable. Take, for example, the case of Judge Neil Gorsuch, who was confirmed to the Supreme Court just in time to cast a deciding vote on the travel ban. His was a crucial voice, one that helped to uphold the ban in a 5-4 ruling. But even as the courts were playing this crucial role, the judges themselves were coming under attack. Trump lashed out at Judge Robart on Twitter, calling him a so-called judge and implying that he was soft on terrorism. And that was just the beginning. The president's team went on to attack the judiciary as a whole, claiming that the courts were engaged in a partisan witch hunt against the administration. It was a curious argument, given that many of the judges involved were appointed by Republican presidents. One of the most significant rulings to come out of this period was the decision by Judge Watson in Hawaii, which blocked the revised travel ban and sent a strong message to the Trump administration about the limits of its power. This was more than just a legal victory for the plaintiffs, it was a powerful rebuke to the president's notion that he was above the law. And it set a crucial precedent for the many legal battles that were still to come. The judiciary's power to shape Trump's presidency was on full display during these first 100 days. The courts were a crucial check on the president's authority, a reminder that even the most powerful among us must answer to the law. And as we look back on this period, it's clear that the judiciary played a crucial role in defining the contours of Trump's administration. From the travel ban to the border wall, the courts were there to ensure that the president's actions were within the bounds of the Constitution. So that's the story of Trump's first 100 days, a story of ambition, of challenge, and of the judiciary's quiet power. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the chaos. Be sure to leave your thoughts on the role of the judiciary in the comments below. And if you want to explore more of Trump's policies and their impact on America, I've got another video just for you that you can check out right after this one.
Well, that's the news for tonight. Thank you so much for continually supporting our content. If you did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and share this with your friends and family. I'm sure they would find it interesting as well. We're very excited to continue this journey with you. We thank you all for bringing certain stories to our attention, and for continually keeping us updated with certain events around the world.